Hi, I'm Laryssa,
Hi, I'm Mikaela.
Hello, I'm Ryan.
and today we are going to be presenting our case study, How a Jail Built a Positive Story to Gain Media Coverage.
This will only take a few seconds. Laryssa's just going to upload the PowerPoint, and I hope you guys enjoy. And I hope everyone's safe out there.
So, our case study, Orange County Jail is located in Orlando, Florida. It became noticeable in 2016 due to a case study that discusses how Orange County Jail built a positive story to gain media, operating as a jail since 1990 as a strong mayor form of government. The first class of graduating from inmate construction program occurred in 2016, provides inmates with real-life experience for the possibility to have the correct qualifications for job as well as a diploma. The prisoners wore their orange jumpsuits alongside with their caps and gowns. This graduation was for the first class of the inmate construction program, ICP, and it was inside a jail. Some of the partners on the proposed program included Valencia College and Goodwill Industries. Throughout the process of the program, Tracy Zampiglione and her team were able to show the world that these are real people, not monsters. The program not only earned the jail positive media, but it also resulted in industry honors for Zampiglione's team, prnewsonline.com. So some job opportunities. ABE/GED and adult literacy, life skills, vocational training, substance abuse education, veteran services, parenting and fatherhood, cognitive behavioral change, individual case management. The program consists of many classes. Courses help inmates with their spiritual needs. The class chaplain ministry's mission, for instance, was another way that OCJ showed what they believed in with this program. They seeked out partnership with the community and faith-based programs providers in developing meaningful programs and transitional services to promote offenders' re-entry into the community. Orange County Corrections Inmate Program 2016. The chaplain ministries help the inmates believe their faith, helps discover who they are and how they can become a better person. Communicate with families in case of emergency, death, grave illnesses. Partnership between the inmates and chaplain ministries is important because it plays a big role in both. They want to help the inmates find comfort and change and have hopes of a better, positive future. It mentions in the case study that they are mostly men, but they want to reconnect with their sons and daughters to create more of a fatherhood. So I think that was really good on their end with working with chaplain ministries because fatherhood is important in case if someone doesn't have a mother or like they are looking to improve their relationship with their son or daughter. The Orange County Jail class of 2016 also had positive statistics. According to PR News Online, the following statistics include 6 weeks length of the program, 5 days a week, 8-hour days, 15 to 20 number of students per class, 11 classes that have graduated to date, 204 students graduated, 19 female students graduated, 128 students who've secured full-time employment, 107 students employed in construction.
So here we will see the Orange County Jail inmates. That's a picture of them during one of their classes, which was construction as well. So the principal players are the key holders, which include the Orange County Correction Center, inmates, and the viewers. So basically, a group of prisoners was given the opportunity to have a trade school education for construction through the ICP, being the first class of the inmates construction program. They picked a trusted reporter and a photographer, and they were the only ones who were allowed to attend the inmates' graduation. The story itself had the county mayor be a speaker as well. He actually volunteered, and this was a way to honor the team and their hard work with the inmates. And also the story took place obviously in the Orange County Jail located in Florida in 2016. So the entire case study was a corporate social responsibility, as it was based on their philanthropy activists and their charitable events that was reported that was supporting ethically oriented practices. Corporate social responsibilities will be one of the topics because it deals with social norms. Some of the social norms were they did not believe that the prisoners um, should have an opportunity after coming out of jail, obviously because of their wrongdoings. And they believed that there's harm to be done still. So they did not expect the prisoners to do something positive and to come out of this project with more of a healthier mindset and positive mindset. Um, And then we have the ethics and law because the inmates are known to have a negative incidents. So on the right side, you will see a image. And on the left of that image, you will see the booking numbers. That's how each inmate has a specific number that indicates who they are in the system. And on the right side, you will see the reasons why they were arrested. So some are 1-degree murders, 3rd-degree, um, 2nd-degree. So, and they're pretty bad too. This is actually reported daily, and you could access this anytime on their website. So as a result, the program had a negative perspective on some of these inmates, and luckily they were brought up to the light with the positive coverage. Some people may believe that once someone has a criminal mind, you stay a criminal, but for the inmates, it was an experience that changed them, that helped them change themselves and made their lives whole lot better. So the Orange County Jail had some news coverage towards them. For instance, one strength that this program had was that itself. The program goal is for the inmates to graduate, be able to apply the knowledge that they took from the program and apply them in the real world. They eventually grow as a person and help those around him and her and their family. The tools that were taught in their class are meant for them to apply for jobs after they finish their time in jail. And also the program was good for the inmates because they got to achieve some goals and have a positive impact on the community and communicate better with one another. So for this one, actually a lot of inmates and police officers and officials and stuff like that, they were having issues before that with them and currently still do with communicating. It would always be so violent and physical, but this was a great opportunity for them to come together and have a safe environment. So in the beginning, the idea of having this program, officials were, questioning if the inmates would cooperate and take this program seriously. They also received support from everybody else, like the whole community. The public believed that the working with inmates would not be good because of their records, questions if the inmates would take responsibility, as we mentioned before. And also, they learned professional skills, knowledge of personal development, health, and safety. So here is the inmates construction program SWOT analysis that we did. For some strength, we said that this was turning something negative into a positive by impacting inmates' lives for the better. Inmates gain outside skills which can help gain experience in different job opportunities, promote good behavior, and keep prisoners safe by taking them out of the loop with other inmates. So constantly inmates are with inmates, and most likely they're going to get irritated by one another and will cause harm to each other. This was a safe environment that they built among themselves to kind of have structure and guidelines and just kind of take them away from that negativity that they're always around. Having official evidence of personal and professional growth. So since the photographer came in, they actually have proof that they are working constantly in a positive manner and giving back to the community, as well as their the diploma that they receive after the program is done. Prisoners and officials were able to build a healthier relationship, making the atmosphere positive all around. Some weaknesses were only a small amount of inmates were able to attend the program, not a lot of support, and the correction officers did not have trust with inmates using harm like hammers and saw. So they felt like they were just going to use those tools on them instead of actually using them for the program itself. So some opportunities where the inmates were able to get a chance to work outside in different career fields, change the perspective of inmates and allow to show self-improvement instead of neglecting them. Each of these classes built a needy project for needy organizations such as shelves and furniture for the homeless centers. And inmates' photos are shown for the image photos are shown of the projects and presentations will coverage and photos. So they had a really good coverage and media coverage in that perspective because it was so controlled by them that only positive things came out of this. And some threats were not having the support of the community by having their tax, because of their tax dollars involved in the program. Obviously, they had to find some type of funding for this program itself. So that obviously comes from the taxes itself from the community. Always thinking something can go wrong, which can indicate harm to others. Possibly being held responsible for any injuries or poor workers after graduation. Threats to the police, the ability to be able to work with inmates after they are released. So the campaign was successful. Inmates were offered more career opportunities, became a big hit, and allowed the county jail to continue on with the program, having a lot more graduations. So I thought that was pretty cool because now they could just continue on giving the opportunity to those inmates to get a job after. So that was pretty neat, I thought. There were many positive results, like community service. It allowed the guards to be comfortable with the inmates using tools. This negative thought changed over the time frame as the inmates proved them wrong. So that was really good positive results that came out of this campaign. And they hope that they can soon be able to continue on with the program and allow inmates a positive future. At the moment, due to the coronavirus, the video visitations is closed, while attorneys can visit via video visitation. So I thought that was pretty cool that they are able to still talk to their attorneys if they have any issues through via like what we're doing now. And yeah.
The critical analysis. Tracy Zampaglione was the team correspondent for Orange County Jail. They picked a trusted reporter from Central Florida and offered the rights to the program exclusively to them. The reporter and the photographers that they chose would have access to the inmates and the graduation ceremony. They chose the county mayor to volunteer to be one of the main speakers. And in Florida, they have county mayors, which we all thought was kind of weird. The particular graduation and program appeared in the Sunday paper and was the best read of the day, according to PR News Online. They use a controlled public relations approach. Many practices were used while conducting this project. One of the practices were corporate social, ethics and law, situational theory, and diffusion theory. Cases in public relations management, the rise of social media and activism. Patricia Swan explained that a diffusion theory is known to have 5 discrete steps, which are awareness, interest, evaluation, trial, and adoption. What we know about this particular campaign, the PR actions that were taken were controlled, which was in turn resulted in a positive and successful campaign. Although the approach was successful, there's always room for improvement like any other project. They only chose to have one team, a reporter and a photographer, So the earned media, it was earned media, and it was exclusively through them. The program is a rare occurrence in America. It's basically a positive story from a jail. It's very odd, which invited more news teams and gave more people to attend the graduation because how positive it was. The construction program inmates give testimonials about the experience they had with the program and how it has helped them progress as people after being released. We thought that'd be a good way to improve if they actually did that. If they use social media, it would be an easy way to get the word spread on any topic, whether it be having families see what their family members are up to in the jail. And if Orange County Jail had their own live streams of the graduation, or even just cool times they had in the class, you could post it online and just show that they're really doing a positive program. Orange County Jail they conducted multiple tests to determine whether or not they would fit in the inmate construction program. The tests were the Michigan alcohol screening test, the drug assessment screening test, and they took a proxy assessment to determine whether or not if they would be at risk, and if so, how high would they be at risk. The goal of the assessment and orientation process is to determine the problematic needs of the inmates while incarcerated through Orange County Corrections. Inmates are constantly moved by classification according to program requests, and/or recommendations, and placed into different programs. They have more programs than just the construction program. So if maybe they fit into a different one better, they put them in that one. They have some culinary programs. Orange County Jail wants to make sure the public knows not all people that are convicted are bad. Many of them just made a mistake in their life, and they actually are a positive contribution to society rather than bad apples. According to PR News Online, to analyze the outcome of this case study, they went back to social media and other news outlets to view feedback, such as their Facebook page or just their Google reviews, just to see how everything was going. Orange County Jail learned the power of the follow-up. It really gave them a real outlook on that. Community service can expand coverage due to homeless shelters receiving the furniture. They would donate the furniture. They obviously wouldn't sell it because that's illegal. You can't make inmates build stuff and not pay them. So they would just donate it to people who truly needed it. The ability to expand the audience by doing different projects. So if someone needed a shelf, they could build a shelf for them, or like a bench for maybe a park. Photo coverage is very important and is a tool that should be used more frequently, just so they could truly understand what's going on and get a positive visual. More classes were initiated throughout the years when it became successful. Communicators have kept tabs on the successful graduates. Some of them are moving higher up in the company when they thought they would only be base workers. Some of them are becoming managers in the construction business. They did a lot of charity work. Having the public see how beneficial the program is to the inmates as well as the community. Just showing them that if they're being contributors to the economy, it's obviously a positive for the community. Knowing the mayor was the first person to volunteer to become the motivational speaker at the ceremony, he should be coming back every year just so it gives them a visual to show them that the leader of the community actually cares about them while they're in the jail. And just because you have a positive story does not mean you will gain national attention from the story itself. This is a very odd story. So we thought people would be attracted to it, but we thought it was because they gave it exclusively to one paper rather than if they let like anybody come, they would have most likely gotten national attention. A strong conclusion is that not everyone is trying to make jails seem to be these dark and gloomy places. Some people are actually trying to make a positive impact. Some questions are, what would be your approach to handling the situation? Do you believe that the inmates should be held accountable for their previous actions, or have they changed? And I'm going to pass the next question to Mikaela.
Do you think Orange County Jail would have more publicity in the upcoming years of the inmates graduation program? And do you think the faith helped the inmates truly find themselves for change? Laryssa, you want to say the last one?
Yeah. Prison is somewhere people land for crimes. There are those who still do bad things in the past while some are looking for change. Would you help an inmate get back on their feet and get the correct tools?
And this is our reference page. And that's it.
We hope
Any
you
questions?
Watching.
Right. Peace out.